All right, class is in session. I think this one will catch me up. I was like a day or two behind, so I did a little extra one there. We're on chapter 21 of Atomic Attraction, summarizing the chapters so that you guys get more attractive. This one is setting dates. I'll have a lot of opinions on this. I'm 50 years old. I went through a 304 phase in 2018, and prior to that, I've been on numerous dates. Obviously, I'm 50, never been married, no kids. So, been out here dating a lot, had long term relationships, but 2018 I dated a lot. So, I've been on thousands of dates. And this is not a flex. It's not at all a flex. There's guys that have been on way more dates than me. I'm not competing with anybody. I've just had a good time in my life. I've had tons of experience. And so I can use my 50 years of being on this planet, probably have more experience than a guy who's 25 because, I just, have more time, right? So no big deal. I would want someone to give me wisdom, right? So you can learn from my mistakes, and you can learn from my what I've learned, right? So you don't have to make the same mistakes. So on this chapter, setting dates, I'll have some opinions that may differ from the book, and tell you why. But anyway, setting dates. Genius is patience. If a woman is attracted to you and wants to see you, setting a date is easy. Well, I'll go even further than that. Everything is easy. Like I just said in the last chapter, if anything is difficult in communication, she doesn't have enough interest in you. Go back to one of my best guys I've learned from is Mr. Lucario and Miles Cummings. They look, they know game, and game is just how you're going to live and how you're going to, the rules of the game that you're in. Dating, there's not special tricks. A lot of guys say game, yeah, game. Game is just having social skills and also having an identity, also having a plan. This is the way I do things. This is the most, this is the best strategy to use, but it's not tricks. It's you become the game. A man leads. A man sets dates. A man has a program. A woman cooperates. If she likes you, she'll submit to you. If she doesn't like you, she won't submit to you. That's the game, right? But anyway, so those kind of things. So if a woman likes you and is attracted to you, setting a date won't be a problem. So in this, it says, be patient. Don't set dates too soon. Nah, I don't. I mean, especially now, with the social media and dating apps, and nah, there's no need to wait. If you only want to deal with women that have high interest in you, if she has high interest in you, she'll tell you, that's too soon. Then you say, okay. You always do want to be chill though. Never be in a hurry. That's master the art of timing. In the 48 laws of power, master the art of timing. A man is never in a hurry. It's like, okay, cool. Now you don't get, you don't let her, for lack of a better term, you don't let her dick you around, but you chill with stuff. Yeah, we can, just let me know when you're free, and if she really likes you, she'll make it as soon as she can. Now if you feel like you're getting, like we said, there's no miscommunication. If you feel like you're getting jerked around, you're getting jerked around. Okay. One other thing is logistics on a date. This is from the book. Logistics. Is she close or is she far? If she's far, you don't go to her. Women don't want a guy that travels. That's a guy with no options. If she's far, she comes to you. Okay. Most women won't do that. Most women are spoiled. If they have moderate to low interest, they will not come to you, and that's fine. If they have high interest, they will come to you, and that's good. You don't want to be going to a woman. I did that. I made that mistake myself. Now it worked out for me in several instances, and it didn't work out for me in several others. So, maybe in the ones I got lucky, I don't know, but but anyway, so I've taken trips all the way to Austin and got flaked on. So I learned the hard way because women don't respect that. A man, if a man can't get someone in his own city, they're gonna be like, why are you coming to my city? Dude, they won't. Do not travel to women. They will lose respect for you right away. Do not meet halfway. That's a woman that's not interested in you enough. And I'll shout out this to Ryan O'Terabay in Psych Hacks. He says a date is an opportunity for two people that are looking to be in a romantic relationship, heterosexual romantic relationship, sexual relationship. They're meeting to see if they vibe or they are compatible, and there's an opportunity for sex to happen on that date. If you're meeting halfway, she is putting a sabotage in your date because there's nowhere to meet. It's either your house, and they can do a hotel, but she's already putting barriers in place. Trust me, okay? Dates should either be near her house or by your house. If she's close, near her house is fine. I prefer by your house because you're the man, lead. Also, you don't know what we have seen. I've done criminal cases on murders of ex-boyfriends showing up, at their house. Do your house. You know the lay of the land. You know who's supposed to be there, who's not supposed to be there. Again, Now there was one. It's on my channel. The guy followed the lady all the way to his house. So I'm not saying he's paranoid. That usually that's very rare. But yeah. And let's see. Let's see. Yes, logistics. Plan during the week. Weekends, women are usually busy on the weekends. But if you have to, if she likes you, she'll make her weekend available. But women are usually, even women that like you, are usually, they usually got crap going on the weekends. Whether it's family, especially if they're older, they got kids. It's usually a day they switch joint custody or whatever. Okay, just usually the best way to do it on a date is just say, let me know when you're free. Let me know when you're, just let me know when you're free, and I'll plan, and I'll get together and we'll plan a date. If she says, I'm free on Friday night, do not let her plan lunch. Do not say, if she says afternoon or morning, we don't do breakfasts. We don't do breakfast, and we don't do lunch. We want an opportunity, and this shout out to so many, Mr. Lucario, shout out Coach Corey Wayne. We don't do lunches. We want romance to be involved. We want to signal to her, we're here for the seduction. We're here for romance. We're not here to be a friend. Friends do lunches. Friends do breakfast. And women know, trust me. I've had several women friends that I used to date, and I even questioned them on this, and I said, you schedule lunches and breakfast, people for breakfast because you don't really like them, right? And they're like, yeah. They're putting a barrier in place so they don't have to sleep with you. Now, doesn't mean you can't pull, and get a woman to seduce a woman, but you shouldn't have to seduce a woman. She should understand too. I have genuine burning desire to sleep with this man. Remember, Iron Rule Tomasi 3 is, if a woman makes you wait for sex, the sex is not worth the wait. You want a woman that is, because the same woman that makes you wait for sex is the same woman that'll bang the hot guy in the foam cannon party in Cancun in 5 minutes or less after meeting him. That's what you want the woman to be when you're on that date. Because if it ain't you, it's somebody else. She's either breaking, and this is a very important take. She's either breaking rules for you or she's making rules for you. Ask which one she's doing. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Yes, weekends or weekdays is the least threatening time for women. Usually, both of you got to get to bed or whatever. So you got work the next day. Weekends, you can feel obligated to stay out, obligated you want sex, But that shouldn't be a problem. I disagree with the book on this, okay? So, let's see. Does say, be patient. And if you're patient, the anticipation and waiting for the date will make a woman more excited to see you on a date. Now, I do agree with that on an additional date. Don't be like, oh, let's go out tomorrow. Now if she suggests it, be careful. In the beginning, this is shout out Mr. Lucario. Like I said, watch his channel too, Mr. Miles Cummings as well. But they put me on game, just basically the rules of the game, and I believe this is how it should go. Men should be looking to be basically F-boys, or it should be hookups for about, you're talking 3 months to 6 months in the beginning. And if she's really highly attracted to you, she will not care. And you're talking once a week, over to your house, bang, she's out. It ain't no, the problem is in our society, and our especially, with women having a lot of leverage in the dating market, with the dating apps and everything, we've given women the farm way too early. We're treating them like our girlfriends. And how many times, I mean, I got, female friends that I used to date, and, they're seeing guys, and the common thing is guys rushing, acting like they're their girlfriend because they think they have to, which they don't. And then they'll go, oh, I'm just not emotionally. So many times women hear that, I'm not emotionally available to do a relationship. But women hear that all the time because you were trying to act emotionally available, but you weren't. You were just looking to get laid. Well, you need to be direct and honest, okay, and authentic. If you're looking to just get laid, she should be looking just to get laid too, because she's there because she has that much burning desire for you. And as you guys become intimate and explore sexuality, because that's going to be the anchor of your relationship, you'll get to know each other. You'll see if she's compatible. You'll see if she's complying with you. You'll see if she's cooperating with you. But if you give the woman the farm and she thinks she's your girlfriend, and especially moving her in, and you're moving too fast, a man moves with patience. You've got to move with patience. Make her your F buddy and it should be once a week, and she doesn't stay over, and she doesn't, you don't have to cuddle all night. No. And she should be, and that's why you only deal with women that are highly interested in you. But this is a synergistic effect. You have to be worthy of being, for a woman to be highly interested in you. This is why I say looks max, because you need to be, a person that she wants to, see as attractive man. Again, what your style needs to be on point. Your fragrance needs to be on point. Your hair needs to be on point. All that stuff, you need to be on point because, that'll make more women, make your sexual market value go up and make more women interested in you and make more women highly interested in you. And when you're dealing with highly interested women, trust me, the game of dating is super, super simple. And I take it from my mistakes. Too often we have trouble in dating because we date women that aren't interested in us. If you're taking a woman on 3 or 4 dates, no, you take the woman on the date that has genuine burning desire for you, that wants to see you, and it can't wait to see you again. And she'll text back and she'll be friendly. And go to my video with the woman having sex with the inmate. She likes that guy. The woman having sex with the inmate just did it. She really likes that guy. And she's waiting for him to get out of jail. And, yes, they're making some mistakes there, but she likes the guy. Listen to how her voice is. A woman who really likes you sounds like she does. Hey, babe. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. It's really high pitched. They love to be playful. They're not, meh, 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 meh. They're not combative. They're not argumentative. What are you going to do for me? Meh. I need $1,000. I need to be taken to TJ. I need to be taken to, what's that place? Papa Steakhouse, 5-star restaurant, whatever, Nah. Okay. Don't be in a rush to see her too soon. Yes, on a first date, I don't think there is too soon on a first date. On a second date, yes. Well, I already said once a week. Make her have time to miss you, yes. But a woman, again, I go back to a woman who has high interest in you. She'll be looking to make dates with you. She'll be looking to see when you're next available. Trust me, women will do the work for you when they're highly interested in you. Let's see. So don't rush things. Let's see. Our interest. Okay, because yes, don't rush things. We do have. Men do have that testosterone factor, and we want to bang the, want to hump her leg, but that's okay, if you want to hump, right, you want to bang, but, okay, are you available tomorrow? You will get fried for being impatient on subsequent dates. If you rush the seduction process, you are telling a woman you don't have control of your emotions, correct, or yourself, and you're thirsty, and you don't have options, or you don't know, or you're a man that doesn't have much experience. The women want men that have had experience, where they're not like us. We don't want women with experience, but women want men with experience, because she's going to want you to lead. She's going to want you to take control, and feel safe around you. And if this guy, he's all over, a guy doesn't have control of his, like I said before, a guy doesn't have control of his emotions, that'll turn a woman off so fast. You know, a woman that sees a guy go, ape shit over nothing, you know. So, if you have control over your emotions and yourself, the seduction is likely. So the book says the seduction is. I don't know if anyone fishes. I don't fish, but the book says it's like fishing. You hook a fish, and the fish starts to fight or struggle. The more the fish fights or struggles, the more tired the fish gets. And then you now have the opportunity to land the fish, but you must be careful. If you're impatient, you will snap the line and lose the fish. As you draw the fish in closer, you must occasionally let the line go slack and allow the fish to pull away from you. So yes, I mean, anytime, especially with dealing with a woman, you do want to give her. Always let a woman be free. Always let her make her own. You don't control her. People have free will. You can't control people. We try to, but it doesn't work very well. Women, in many ways, are like, we're not like fish. If you draw a woman in too soon, there's a good chance you will snap the line and she will swim away from you. Yes. So, and it's saying if you try to go for dates too soon. Now, I think that's on subsequent dates, not on a first date, because if she says no to a first date, she doesn't like you, okay? And also on flaking, and I think it might be the next chapter, but if a woman flakes, she doesn't have enough interest in you. It goes back to you want high interest women, okay? And how do you know a woman that has high interest in you? She cooperates with you. She smiles at you. Her voice, she's fun to talk to. She's easy to talk to. You see, and this is what I guess maybe I was too, it's right in front of us sometimes, and like Rollo Tomasi's book says, why do your eyes hurt? You've never used them before, right? And so many times I was like, God, why was this chick? God, it just seemed like she was like giving me so many problems. It was like pulling teeth, and maybe you did have a great sex or whatever after the date, and you're like, God, but why was it so, difficult to just go see her, whatever. And then you have another chick, and it's like, man, she just ran over here, and we had a beautiful time, and, and it's like, oh, you start realizing, well, that one really liked you. The other one didn't really like you or didn't have that much interest in you. And it can be for a number of reasons. She's got a boyfriend. She's got a husband. And then some won't tell you. I'm just saying, or she's, not really into white guys. She's more into Mexican guys, or she's more into British guys. I mean, don't take things personally. You know what I'm saying? But there's plenty of women out there, especially if you keep your looks maxing up, you're getting in the gym, you're eating healthy, you're using that cologne, you're dressing good, you're dressing with clothes that fit, your hair look good, you have a little stubble on your face, you got that 5 o'clock shadow, 7 to 10 days of growth. But no, taking care of your looks, taking care of your, I'm not just saying looks, your mindset, when you have the looks, you get confident because people will treat you different, and you just like, when you're in the gym, you're like, if something happened, I could lift up this tire and throw it on you, whatever, but like I said, dating is so easy when you only deal with high interest women. And how do you know they don't like you? Well, they don't cooperate with you, and it's so easy. You give them, hey, here's my number, text me. And if they don't text you, then you're done. Or, hey, call me tomorrow, let's have a conversation. If she doesn't call you tomorrow, you're done. She did not call, because if a woman is highly interested in a man, she's not going to lose the opportunity to be with that man. And she already is not following your lead because you told her to call tomorrow. You say, hey, call tomorrow, we can plan on getting together. It was that's a simple request. We'll figure out a time when we can both get together and have a date. Call me tomorrow evening and make it at 7 o'clock if that works for you. Does that work for you? Yeah, it does. Okay. She'll make it easy. Okay. Then she calls, 15 minutes. You're talking for 15 minutes. Hey, blah, 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 And because everything needs to be done on the date. Your phone is used for setting dates. And I shout out Coach Corey Wayne on that. As many others have taught me. You do not want to talk to, especially in the beginning, you don't want to entertain women with your phone. They will talk to you forever. There are women that have sex with men, and there are women that talk on the phone with men. Okay? Which one do you want to be? You know, because a lot of times you're one or the other. If you're talking and texting too much with a woman, she's banging some guy that is giving her no attention after he bangs her. That's the guy you want to be. I'm serious. That is not disrespectful, because there's women. Because the reason why women waste so much time from guys is because the guys that are banging them, you know, and you're letting her and you're not banging her, because the guys that are banging her won't pay attention to her after sex. So she has to go to beta males to get sex. To get attention. Do not give a woman attention unless you're on a date with her and you guys are in a sexual relationship and she has genuine burning desire for you. Otherwise, you don't get my time and attention. This is your most valuable commodity. And the only thing you have for a woman is your time and attention. If she doesn't care to waste it, then she don't care about you. A woman should be like, oh, we've been on the phone too long. I'm sure you got other things to do. She'll be concerned about you. I'm telling you, you only need to date women that have high interest in you. All right? That's enough for today. We'll do chapter, I think it's 22 tomorrow. We'll see you on the next one.